everybody, it's Ben in Beta, and I'm here with my wife Misty again. And today we're gonna do a complete power washing wash with my wife on her 2021 CX-5. Now in a couple days, I'm gonna be putting on a ceramic coating with another special guest, but she just drove about 1,000 miles to get here, and the vehicle's pretty dirty. So if we look around a little bit here, it's not super bad here, but towards the front and on the mirrors, if you're looking here, the mirrors are quite dirty. The windshield is full of bugs, and the front end has some bird poop and quite a bit of bugs on the front as well. So we are going to just do a initial wash on this today. Misty's actually never done a full wash before, so this is gonna be her very first time doing that. We're gonna do it together. So hopefully it'll be kind of fun.
I've been told my wheels are disgusting.
Her wheels are disgusting. Let's look at those for a minute. She's been rinseless washing her vehicle, but I think just skipping the wheels altogether. So we definitely have to do the wheels today. And so we're gonna do wheels. So for the wheels and tires, we're gonna be using this SPTA sprayer. This is gonna have all clean in it. It's already diluted. It was a gallon originally with 8 ounces of all clean and about an ounce or so of Incredible Suds. I added just a little more Incredible Suds to make sure we get really good suds. That's gonna be for the wheels and tires and the front end where there's a lot of bugs basically and some bird poop. We're gonna let that sit on there for a little bit while we go through the tires, and then that'll be part of the rinse as well. Then Misty decided she wanted to try this Armor Detail Supply Shampoo Plus.
Mainly because it smelled really, really good.
Yeah, see, that's where smell is important. So that we're gonna use that in the foam cannon. So when we get to the wash, it's going to be chemical. In the foam cannon, we're gonna get it all over the vehicle, rinse it down, then we're gonna put it back in the foam cannon, foam it up again, then we'll do the contact wash. And Misty decided she really wanted to try the DIY Detail cotton candy mitt, I think is what this is called. I haven't used it yet, so she wanted to try it. That'll work for her. And I'm gonna use this Bragg Company one. For the wheels and tires, we're also gonna be using the DIY Detail green flagged tipped brush and this Easy Detail brush for her really disgusting spokes and getting behind the wheels, brakes, all that kind of stuff, trying to get some of that stuff off. I'll be doing a little bit more of a deep cleaning on those when we do the ceramic, but this will be helpful for that for sure, because they're pretty dirty.
And to supervise us today, we have Miss Rutabaga, who is
not laying in her bed at all.
hanging out. She likes to supervise.
And then today has been a long time since I used my active system because I've been doing a lot of beginner detailing stuff. So today we're going to be using the active 2.3 with the active accessories and the active foam cannon. So that should be kind of fun. All right, before we get started, do you have any questions?
Nope.
Okay, so we're going to do wheels and tires first because those are the dirtiest. We want to get as much of that off of there first before we do the rest of the vehicle. So also, it's a beautiful day. It's Memorial Day weekend. It's cloudy, so it's the perfect day to wash your vehicle because things shouldn't dry on the vehicle very quickly today. It's not windy either, and yet it's pretty nice
67 degrees.
67 degrees. It's like literally perfect out. After done with the contact wash, we'll rinse the vehicle, and then we're going to be using the Stay Strong Detailer. I don't want to add anything like a ceramic or anything that's going to leave a lot of stuff behind because I'm going to be doing a full ceramic coating on the vehicle in like a couple days. So we're just going to use this. But this will make sure that when we do the drying with the towels, that there's enough lubrication there. We don't scratch anything any further than what it already is. And we do have a wheel bucket down here. So we got for wheels and tires, and then we've got our wash bucket. So this is just going to be for the wheels. This stuff's all going to go into that. And Misty's going to do a lot of the work today, but I'm going to help out.
I didn't sign up for the work. I drove here for you to take care of my vehicle.
You're getting like 8 hours worth of work in a couple of days, so I think you can help out a little bit on this one. She also wants me to clean her glass below. I'm going to be putting a glass protectant on here when I do the ceramic, which is probably going to be the hydro glass from DIY Detail.
What are you going to do in the inside? Because the inside is really dirty on the glass.
We're also going to clean that today with a little glass cleaner and make sure there's no streaks. Rue is really bored. She's like, we're doing another detailing video, Dad. All right, so we're gonna use the SPTA sprayer.
So I just hit the button?
You're just gonna hit the button. We're gonna just try to get a good amount of foam on here. We can do maybe these 2 wheels first, then we'll do the other 2 wheels, and then we'll see what's left for the front end.
Here we go.
You can get in the wheel wells too. But yeah, get in there really good. We don't have a ton of that today, so that's good. Cool, keep going around the tire. Yep, get the tire really good.
Ugh.
Yep, it's been a while. And in the wheel well too.
Like
Yep.
up on top?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. You're a little close maybe, but that's fine. Okay, let's do the other one then. While she's doing that one, so this is gonna pull, you can see it's already pulling a lot of that dirt on there. We don't wanna wreck the tires. That's not what we're trying to do here. This is not a real hardcore wheel cleaner. We're just using the DIY Detail All Clean. This is an all-purpose cleaner, but you can notice how well it's doing, especially with that incredible suds that we're sitting on there, and the bubbles are doing a lot of work, and it's gonna pull a lot of this that's been on these wheels and tires for years off. All right, the other one's done. So now it's time to go ahead and wash. So I'm gonna bring this bucket over here for you.
Do I need the short guy or the long guy?
Both of them. And then I'm gonna let you do the fun part as well, because we need to get that water sudsed up a little bit. So all you're gonna do is put it into the water like this, turn it on, and just kind of pull it out, and it should be sudsing all over the place.
How long do I leave it in?
Not very long at all. You'll see. There we go. We're
all
good.
sudsed up.
I'll do this wheel and show you how it works. So on this one, we want to make sure it's pretty sudsy, and we're just going to work around the tire. And I do have a tire brush too. I don't think you really need it today. These are really easy to do tires. So you notice we're just...
All the grossness coming off?
There's a lot of grossness, yep. And that's pretty dirty, so we're going to try to clean it off a little bit. And then we'll get as much as your wheel will as you can. There are longer ones of these, which maybe I'll pick up one of those at some point, but we might not be able to get all the way inside here, but at least you got some soap on there. We'll get what we can. Basically whatever you can reach. And then you can see that's pretty dirty. And then you'll spend a little bit of time on your wheels. I think you're gonna be kind of impressed with how good they look when we're done. And this is the method I really like. There's lots of different tools for this, but this soft flag brush is really, really easy. And it makes this job quick, and it's not gonna hurt any kind of wheel, doesn't matter what you're using. So we're just trying to get in here now. We could also use a little tiny brush to get into these wheel lugs if you wanted to. I mean, this is already more than these have experienced in several years. All right, so it looks better already. Then you're gonna take this guy and start at the top, and you wanna get all the way around inside here and kind of like up around the wheel in the back. Then you're gonna rotate it a little bit and do the next one. Make sure you get really good in between there. Rotate it one more time. That's probably as much as we're gonna be able to get, but again, trying to really get around there to get the brake dust off. And then you dump it, keep going. Rotate it, keep going. And then I'll come back behind you and I'll use a pressure washer to rinse it. That's how I'll help you out.
I thought that was the fun part, or that was in the bucket.
That was in the bucket, and the foaming is the fun part.
Oh.
All right, so we'll take that to the next one.
You can take it over.
I'll also help you with this. But yeah, pretty gross. And then while she's doing that really quickly, let's just rinse this one. What do you think, Misty?
It's much cleaner.
Yes. So we'll see what yours looks like when you're done. But that's quite a bit better.
I mean, I'll be honest, I never cleaned them since I've had them.
Yes.
It's only been 6 months.
It's only been 6 months, but then they were probably never cleaned before that either. So this seems pretty easy?
So far.
Excellent.
Except getting in here, maybe.
Yeah, the wheel wells are always tough. The brushes that have longer handles are sometimes a little bit easier, I would say.
I mean, they've got small arms, so I can get in there.
Yeah, you can get in there. That's true. I can tell you've been using the ceramic on the vehicle, though, because it is beating up on the paint a little bit, so that's good.
I did something.
Yeah, you've been maintaining it. You've been taking care of it every few weeks.
Okay, now this brush.
Do the wheels first with that.
I did do the wheels.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
You didn't see all the...
I was spraying things off. Yeah, then use the blue brush, also known as a barrel brush.
Did you just call it a boo brush?
Barrel brush.
What did you call it before that?
Blue.
Why they said boo?
Boo. The boo brush.
So up and down?
However, yeah.
Or
just,
rotate it? No.
Yeah,
like
that
this?
kind of sawing through there and just making sure you're getting up and around all the areas good, and then you rotate it and move it to the next one. Yep. Good. It gets you a little bit wet.
This is why I wear the flip-flops.
That's right. So a lot of times Misty does rinseless washes where she's staying in California for her job, and it's been going pretty well, right?
Yeah, no hose required. I do it right in the driveway or on the road where my car is parked. Takes like an hour.
Yeah, nice.
Maybe glasses weren't the greatest.
You might have little spots on your glasses when you're done, but that's okay. So the one thing I would have said is start from the top and work
Oh,
your way to the bottom
okay.
on each side, because that way the soap goes down, but it's not a big deal. I messed up by not reminding you when you needed a reminder. All right, now you get to spray it off and see what it looks like when you're done.
Do I start from the top or in the
Yep,
wheel wells?
wheel wells and then down, yep. Did you know you had silver wheels?
You know,
All right, so what do you think about doing wheels? Not too bad?
I mean, yeah,
It's not your favorite?
no,
No, but they do look a lot better, don't they?
they look nice. But I just figured they're gonna get dirty on the road every time. So.
That's true, but keeping them clean can be good. Remember that these videos take a lot of time and effort to make, so please,
Live your life in beta.
no. Try this again. Hit that like button was what I was looking for. Please remember these videos take a lot of time and effort to make, so
Hit that like button.
subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that for more videos like this. Sometimes Misty's on the channel, sometimes she's not, oftentimes she's not, but I like it when she is. I had a fun time today. Also share this video out with anybody that might be looking to clean their vehicle or wants to do it with their significant other as well. It's fun stuff, right?
Fun stuff.
All right, so we're gonna do the other two and then we'll get into the wash after that, but you don't need to see everything we do today, so that's what we're gonna do next. And we'll be back just like that. All right, so since we have some solution left here, we're gonna go ahead and apply some of this foam to the front where all the bug guts are and everything to try to pre-treat, just to help try to take them off a little
Look
bit.
at this. Look at my Mazda emblem.
Yeah, it's pretty good there. And I might put a little bit on the mirrors if I can as well, maybe the windshield even, just to try to help take as much of the bugs guts as we can off. Anything we can do to make this easier is good because we don't want to have to use a lot of pressure to get them off. So this is just going to pre-treat. Same thing with this bird bomb here.
I bird poop on top of my side mirror too, I think.
The side mirrors here. Okay.
Oh no, dropped the mic. You'll have that on video later.
Dropping your mic.
I dropped the mic.
Literally dropped the mic. Basically, I'm just using this up because I have some, so I'm going to throw a little bit on here as well. You can see some of the bug guts are already starting to kind of melt off a little bit. That means it's going to be a lot easier to clean those off. We're just going to let this sit while we prepare the foam can in. And I don't know if we're going to rinse first and then rinse again, but we'll prepare the foam can, let it sit, and then we'll rinse it. All right, we're using the Armor Detail Supply Shampoo Plus because Misty likes the smell of it. So about, we're going to do 1 ounce in the foam can and see how that goes with about 700 milliliters of water. If we want thicker foam, we can get thicker foam, but also you don't need super thick foam. You want it to be runny enough that's going to pull things off of the vehicle, but stay on there long enough to work.
Am I also putting it in the bucket?
Yes, we're going to need
How much?
about 1 ounce in the bucket's fine.
Woo.
Our driveway is not flat.
I'm also wearing very slippery shoes.
You are. You picked the wrong shoes for this. So I'm just going to mix this up a little bit to make sure it's really well mixed. And then let's go back and rinse off what we did and see how it worked. I'll let you do the rinsing, top to bottom. 1 second, I have something to help you out.
It's challenging after our workout this morning. My arms are like...
Can you take that tip off and it should just, you got to pull back on the stainless steel part.
This part?
Yep, pull back.
Oh, that pull back there.
So I'm going to put this on this lance. This will make tall stuff a lot easier and you can get into like wheel wells and stuff like that.
For us short people.
Yes. Let's point it away first to make sure it's all connected.
Ooh.
Okay, seems good.
That'd take off my foot.
Yeah. Well, make sure you know what you're doing here. You don't smash it into the vehicle. All right, here we go. Maybe put another hand right here.
This is like bloopers.
This is a pretty powerful pressure washer. There's no doubt about that.
I was just saying we lifted weights this morning, so my arms are
You're a little jelly. I get you.
A little jelly.
All right. You might want to get this all the way off. All the way down the vehicle. You want to get it all the way off. Yeah, there you go. How are we doing? Like, a lot of bugs are gone.
Ah,
Yeah.
it did not get off the bird poop.
No, but it'll be really easy to remove now. Stuff like this, you have to contact wash.
Did you get not all the bugs, but
It's helping. So what I would do is get a little closer and kind of do a sideways on like that. See how they're coming off now? Yep. So if you get it at an angle, it'll help bring them off. There, it's a lot better now, see? So Misty's been putting a ceramic gloss on your vehicle when you've been drying and in the windows. When you spray that, that's really rejecting the water really well. And then on your paint, go ahead. It sheets a little bit, but it's coming off fairly well. But it's not, you know, super amazing at the moment. But this might be some footage I'll use in the ceramic video as well, just to show you where we're at. But all right, what did you think, honestly, like from what we just did for getting the bugs off?
That's good. I mean, I'm not going to do this at my place because I don't have a
Correct.
power washer.
But as a beginner, do you feel like it did a pretty good job?
Yeah, I mean, much more than, you know, my rinseless.
All right, now I get to do the fun stuff. Now it's foaming time.
Woohoo.
It's foam town time, as Jamie would say. All right, we're gonna disconnect this. You wanna go grab that foam cannon? We're gonna start top to bottom just like everything else. We wanna get the foam to be just right, so this thing will adjust the foam right here. We've got as much foam, we're getting as much solution out of this. This should be the maximum amount of foam that we're gonna put on the vehicle, but we can adjust the fan pattern here. We wanna get that right. We don't want it to be like a jet. We want it to be kind of a nice fan so we can just kind of get it on there. And what we're gonna do is get it on, let it sit for as long as we can so it's not drying. Then we're gonna rinse and it'll bring a lot of dirt and debris off. Not yet. So when you do this method, this first gets all the dirt off. Then when we wash it, we'll still have all the foam on it the second time, but that makes sure we don't scratch. Rinseless is much more lubricious, if you wanna look at it that way, than even though this feels really lubricious. So let me just see what we're doing here. That looks pretty good. And again, we'll start from the top to the bottom.
I don't know if I can see the top, but
If you need me to do the top, I can do the
yeah,
top too.
you do the top. I
All
can't,
right.
I'm not that tall.
We're doing this together, so here we go. All right, so this is pretty good foam.
I think you're gonna foam the dog.
This could happen. All right, it's pretty good foam. It's pretty thick,
Go from the,
not too dry.
You're gonna
So,
cross.
yep, so you just want to do a nice slow pattern. You can actually come back quite a bit from where you're at. A nice slow, we want to make sure we get the mirrors and the whole car. You can do the wheels again, it's fine.
Should I start at the front?
Wherever, yeah, sure. Good. Good, yeah, just cover it one time. Just gotta go over each section once, really is all we need. Great. And let's go all the way around the car. That looks awesome. So it came on just the right amount of wet, I would say. So that's the right amount there. But you notice now it's not just still staying in this state here, it's actually starting to kind of pull the dirt off of the vehicle, which is what you want. Get the front really good, because that's where all the bugs are. Good. Nice job.
It really makes a mess.
Sure does. It's fun. Smells pretty good too, doesn't it?
It does.
It's messier than rinseless, but it's fun. All right, and we still have some left for the next foaming, which is great. So we're gonna let it sit for just a minute or two, and then we'll be back. Wait, before we stop, what did you think of foaming? Kind of fun?
Sure.
Yeah, kind of fun, isn't it? It smells really good, and it's doing a lot of work for you right now, which is nice. All right, we'll be back in a minute. All right, we've let it sit for a little bit. It's bringing all the dirt off of the vehicle really well, and the rest of your vehicle wasn't too dirty. I don't know when the last time was when you washed it, but you said it had a lot of pollen on it and that kind of stuff. This is gonna get a lot of that off there before we actually do the full wash. So you said you want me to do this? All right, I'm helping out today.
I made a mess last time.
All right, here we go. Let's see what it looks like when we're done. Again, we won't have contacted any of the vehicle at this point. You might even think it looks good enough, but really the real work happens in the next phase. do you think?
Looks cleaner than it was.
Yes, let's check the front here in a second, and then we'll cut to the next part after that when we get to film it for the second time. But we want to just check to see how well it did with bugs.
No bird poop.
Bird poop gone. Sorry for all the noise. A lot of construction happening here, but you notice the bugs are pretty much gone just from that. So it's looking pretty good, and we haven't even done the contact wash yet. All right, we are gonna move on to foaming after I'm done with this. We'll be back in just a minute. So I'm gonna do the top, she's gonna do the rest.
We have Supervisor Lou still at action here.
I got foam. All right, so now we're gonna just get the bucket all sudsy, and then we're gonna do the contact wash. I'll start at the top, and you can start at the spots you can reach.
Where's my unicorn or cotton candy thing?
Right there. So you're gonna do longer kind of things like this, strokes, and we're not trying to wax on, wax off. And you want it as wet and as sloppy as possible, basically.
Well, not wax on, wax off, just strokes.
Just long strokes. And then as the side gets dirty, you just flip it over. And then when that side's dirty, that's when you dunk it back in there again.
Do I use a lot of pressure or no?
No pressure. It should be zero pressure on anything.
Wrong.
If you have a spot where it feels kind of, there's still some dirt, just go over it a few times.
Okay.
Did you flip your mitt yet?
I will now.
All right, I forgot the grit guards. I just put that in and we're gonna be good to go there now. It's like fruit punch bubble gum to me. That's what this smells like.
Very fruit punchy. I don't think it smells like bubble gum at all.
Huh.
It's a good thing I wear the flip-flops.
I haven't done the other side yet. So if you wanna start at the front and work your way back there, you can. I'll meet you there in a minute. It goes a lot faster with two people. We meet in the middle. Here, I'll show you a cool trick. Oh, okay. That's what we're doing, huh? You can do this. I don't know if it's fancy or not, but you know, it's like yoga.
You could do this if it's yoga.
Oh, it's true. You should start a new series called Yoga and Washing. How do we do in the mirror here? I don't think we got that. Oh. All right, rinse her off.
Let's keep it in fun.
You sure are. We got to keep it family friendly though. All right, let them dry. So you know how to do this part. You're gonna explain to everybody, Misty, how this works.
Is there a way just to get water stream to come out?
Yeah.
Because I want to rinse the chemicals off my feet. I was walking in foam. Obviously, I don't want to use the pressure washer piece of it. Can you spray it first so I can see? Okay. Spray my feet, please.
I was gonna say you might as well wait till the end to do that.
Oh no, I just wanted to get the chemicals off.
Okay.
I didn't, because you make me wear gloves, so.
When you do this at home, how does this work?
I put it on and I drag it across.
And what do you do with the chemical that you put on it?
Well, we're not using the ceramic.
Nope, we are using this, right?
Oh, then you spray it on the right,
Yep, we'll spray a little bit on a towel and then spray it on the surface and just drag it across the top just like you normally do.
I can't reach the top.
But you can start on the hood.
What about the windows?
You can do the windows or I can do them, doesn't matter. Oh, you'll like the flavor of this, I think.
Let me just do the window.
Okay, ooh, it smells good. feel like Mr. Food. What do you think of that towel?
It's fine. It's like, I mean, I like my other one too.
Good?
This is how you also rinse this, Megan. So if you decide you want to get into rinseless, this is how you clean it off.
The last step is the same. I'll trade you towels one more time too, and you can tell me which one you like better.
Huh?
I'll trade you towels, you can tell me which one you like better. Let me make sure we got some good. Smells good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they left some marks here.
I'm not a pro. You said not to apply pressure to it.
Not. Or this is just the paint. Ooh, okay, interesting. Any towel preference?
That one.
You like this one better?
Yep.
Which, well, doesn't matter. We're almost done. Oops, the cap's coming off.
So much cleaner.
Oh, yes. Looks good. So, what do you like better about the towels? I'm just curious.
That one just seems lighter. This one's kind of heavy.
Too heavy for you? Yeah, that's very fair. Diva is a really nice towel. This is the Diva, and that's the Goat. The greatest of all towels.
Oh gosh.
Jamie, Eddie, she didn't mean it. All right, Misty, well, what did you think about your first ever full wash with a pressure washer?
I mean, you did a great job. It helped get it all clean. Not something I can do where I currently have this car parked, but...
We did a great job. Wasn't just me. Did you learn anything new or anything interesting? Is there anything you like better about one or over the other?
I mean, mine I can do anywhere, which is nice.
Yeah.
And wheels are dirty.
Wheels are dirty, you learned as well. Are your wheels cleaner though? Let's take a look.
They are clean. The cleanest they're ever going to be.
Meaning you're never gonna do them again?
Rue.
All right, those do look pretty good. I mean,
And, I think they're Rue approved.
Rue approved. It does look a lot better than when we started, especially the wheels, but yeah. Well, that was a wash from start to finish with my wife on Memorial Day weekend. Pretty fun, right?
Nice job.
Nice job to you as well. You were a great student. Thank you so much for watching.
Don't forget, live your life in beta.
We'll see you next time. You want to do that again?
No.
Okay. Perfect.